Hey guys, how's it going? F's in the chat if you can hear me. Okay. It says I'm live, so I'm using a new streaming service tonight and I'm in a new room. So apologies for not giving you guys a heads up. I know how much we love change. There we go. Okay. Lag. So happy New Year's, guys. I know it's let me get out of that. Actually, hang on one second. Okay. So remove from stage. What does that do? Hey, Donnell. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Concrete Jungle. It's good to see you here. Gosh dang it, guys. I played with this a little bit today. And anyways, I'm using a new streaming service. So here we are. Be dazzled, be fascinated. And I'm in a new room. Anyways, you guys. So, it's all awkward, those first few moments, and we're trying to fill dead air. I thought it would be fun to fill the dead air with some Mount Everest facts, morbid Mount Everest facts, but we'll start with some easier ones. Mount Everest is 29,032 feet tall, 8,849 meters. The summit of Mount Everest is located on the border of Nepal and Tibet. So we've got some neighbors right behind us here, and they are Nepali neighbors, and they are awesome. For some reason, they've welcomed me into their fold and actually given me some of their beautiful dresses to wear. And I don't know why they invite me over to hang out, and they have the best food. But anyways, they went back to Nepal for like a couple of months, and then they brought me back this beautiful shirt for Mount Everest. And so I got into a period, just like I was in my aviation period for a while, where I was listening to Mount Everest facts nonstop, just because that morbid sense of curiosity and what people go through to climb Mount Everest is just fascinating to me. And this has nothing to do with New Year's. So if you guys are like confused as to why you're here and I'm talking about Mount Everest, I don't know. It's just because I'm running this stream and we're just going to talk about some weird facts about Mount Everest. Mount Everest grows about 0.25 inches every year, 44 millimeters. My gosh, if I could talk. The mountain was named after Sir George Everest, the Surveyor General of India from 1830 to 1843. It was originally called Peak 9. I did not know that. All right. How many bodies are currently on Mount Everest? Approximately 300. Why don't we just go and get them down? Because it's very costly. And most of them are in the death zone. And when you can't even be in the death zone without oxygen, supplemental oxygen, it's a whole, you can barely carry your own body up there, make less others. And the cost to pull the bodies down, I think they said, would be like $60,000 or so. That's USD, of course. So you guys all do the conversions in the chat. Disalot says the autistic cats send their regards. Oh no, Mike, tell him I'm sorry. I apologize. But that guy's streaming all the time. I told my husband, I was like, I want to do a live stream tonight, but Mike is live streaming and I don't want to like step on his toes. And my husband was like, that guy is live streaming all the time. So if you don't just do it, like you're always going to be stepping on his toes. And I was like, that's right. That guy is live streaming in his sleep. Mike has sent us. No way. Oh, Toffel, I saw you in my chat when Mike and I were doing our live stream. That's great. It's good to see you here. Thank you so much. Everybody's saying the autistic cat sent their regards. Wait, okay, so are we in all right, you guys, hold on. We're going to add to stage. The autistic cats send their regards. Okay. Mike, I was chatting about you quite a bit. I was just saying that I literally went downstairs and told my husband that I was like, well, Mike's doing a live stream. I don't want to step on his toes right now. But he was like, that dude's always doing live streams. Like, so, anyways, we have the New Year's map right here. So we've got, it's not as dynamic and magical as I would like for it to be. I would like for it to just show me like, oh, it's going to be New Year's Eve here with like a cool little clock countdown, but I have to like manually figure this out with all these little dots. But I just want to point out that Denver, out of all of the cities in the US, is a dot that I can click on. That just shows you how badass we are. Autistic cat raid. Oh my gosh. Mike, are you done with your live stream? Is that what happened? Or are you just like over here messing with me? What's happening right now? I don't even know. All right. I'm going to start reading some of your guys' comments. So many. So much regards from the autistic cats. What's up, Shape of Soup? Part a lot. Hi, Jen. The autistic cats send their regards. Miss Pat. The autistic cats send their regards. Chloe. The autistic cats send their regards. Helen. Hey there, Jen. The autistic cats send their regards. Goth Bosch Incarnate. On point. Rich dead people that didn't need to go up there can rot. Ooh, ouch. I mean, I feel like I personally would want to like weigh the risk reward benefits of trying to climb Mount Everest, but that's a major bragging right for some people, I guess, that have a death wish. Cock up crafts, the autistic cats send their regards. Martin Powell, Happy New Year. Charmat, the autistic cats send their regards. I have never in my life had this kind of a bomb. Christopher, a named bird guy. Soon pours. I can't even. Homestead Gamer, Elizabeth, and of course, Mike. Miss Pat, remember to hydrate. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, Mike, thank you for the live stream bomb. I certainly didn't expect that. I was trying to test out my new live streams streaming software tonight. And this was very unexpected, but it was great. So, all right, where are we at? Oh, Isle of Man. Already into the new year. All right, so that's why we're here. We've already hit it. Can you guys see that? Isle of Man, Wednesday at 1:06 a.m. GMT, Isle of Man, already in the new year. So next we've got, what, freaking Iceland? Do you guys see this? This is our next countdown. I picked the wrong time to join this stream or to start this stream. 1 hour and 66 minutes, so a little over 2 hours. The question is, who all in the chat is from Iceland? That's what I want to know. All right, let's go over who's already in 2025. All right, if we refer back to my awesome technical map here, we've got all of Africa, all of the Middle East, Russia, Australia, those guys. Oh. Indonesia. Who this? Who did? All Indonesia. Yeah, Russia. So lots of people in the new. So we're waiting on Iceland. All right, Iceland, let's go. And it is currently 6:07 p.m. my time. So we've got just under 6 hours to go before we hop into the new year with Mike and the Autistic Cats. 4 hours here to go in Maine. Ben says, it's a bell. Can I show these? Can I show these? What happens if I show? Oh, how does it work? Leela? I don't know if the live streams are showing up in my chat or not, but there we go. Yes, 2025 already, Helen says. 7:08 Central in Texas. My birthday. Are you kidding me? Christian, happy birthday. I always feel like that would be a tough birthday to have if you were Christmas or New Year's Eve. That would be tough. Ben Johnson says, sorry, Russian language is a hyperfixation of mine. Do not apologize. I started this stream out with facts about Mount Everest. Oh, my dad's birthday too, Leela says. Yeah. So mine just passed. Mine is December 7th. Pearl Harbor Day. Mark says, happy 2025 from England. Keep up the good work, Jen. I appreciate it. Who's been drinking tonight? I have a beer here on stream. Is anybody going to be... I should have prefaced from the beginning that we're all safe to drink here, but you guys can drink whatever you want. You know, you want to drink some tea, some water, some juice. No judgment here. All right, this one here, go on top. Let's say move layer back. Move layer forward. No, move layer back. Anyways, I tried to make the save. Sure. How does that look? Still the same? Okay. This is good. I'm glad we could be here for this today. Oh, well, you are a fellow Saggy. Actually, Minkwells, have you all heard of Ophiuchus? Hmm? Give me a second. I'm Googling. All right. Ophiuchus is the 13th astrological sign. Or zodiac sign. It's not an official zodiac sign, but it is a constellation that the sun passes through. Oh, November 30th to December 17th. So technically, this is what I have my streaming service for right here, and I'm still doing it on my phone. That's where we are. Ophiuchus. 13th of December. So are you just on the cusp? All right. Sorry, I think I'm like highlighting Leela's comment for some reason. Part a lot. That's way too much math right there. All right. So I asked who is having a drink tonight. Scott, thank you for all you do, Jen. Thank you guys for being here. Mark says, Happy New Year, Jen from Australia. Shape of Soup says, I choose edible and do not regret that decision. Did I ever tell you guys about the first time I ever tried an edible when they made it legal here in the US? I feel like I tell so many stories to you guys, and you guys are becoming like my spouse at this point. Like, I'm repeating stories to you guys. I don't even remember what I've told you anymore at this point. You guys let me know if I ever told you about the time I tried an edible for the first time. Leela says I tried one that didn't go well. Paul says retell it. All right. So if I've never told this story before, so my husband and I, Colorado here in the U.S. was one of the first places to legalize it. Were we first or second? We might have been second to California. California, they're pretty loose over there, you Californians. But we legalized it here for recreational use. So it was legalized a lot of places for medical use, but the difference was recreational use, right? And you could, and there were tons of shops that opened up here, got all excited about it. And so you could literally go in there without a medical card or without a reason. And I fully support this. It's cool. But because it was like such a big deal, my husband and I were like, well, let's try this, why not? You only live once, and I've never tried an edible before that I can remember. So, and he's never done anything. I mean, this guy, he's not a square, but a little bit, he's a square in that regard. And so we went in there like total noobs, and we were asking the guy behind the counter, what is a good amount of milligrams for first-time users? And these guys behind the counter, man, they're there because they want to be. They're there because they love the product. They're there because weed is a big part of their life. So that was the first mistake we made, right? Like, that was the wrong question to ask. Barry said that it's very important to read the decimal point on the mg of the THC on edibles. 2.5 is way different than 25 milligrams. This sounds like a story. So I'm just going to say, if you want to start out, like 2.5 milligrams is probably maybe a good place to start. 5 milligrams is a lot. That's a lot for a first timer. I'm going to start rocking back and forth just thinking about this story. So this guy was like, well, I think 25 would be like a good, starter dose. Because this guy is probably doing 200 milligrams a day. And he's like, yeah, 25, that's like so low. And so we're like, okay, all right. We got some edibles. And he said, he's like, if you don't feel it within half an hour, then, eat half of it. Half of it would have been bad. Half of it would have been horrible. Half of it. Mike, I am trying to give advice if you guys have never done this before. Half of 25 milligrams is a lot. But no, this guy gave us his expert advice for newbies that we expressly told him we've never done this before. He said, if you don't feel it within half an hour, then eat the rest of it. Now, mind you, it takes your digestive system a minute to feel the effects of an edible. Like, if you smoke it, you're going to feel it way quicker. So we didn't feel anything within half an hour. So we ate the rest of it. We were both sinking so far into the mattress and feeling so dizzy that we were just we were bargaining with God, and we were telling him, if he just let us live through this, that we would try to behave ourselves. And we lived through it, and it was tough. It was really tough. Cock Up Craft says, I feel so bad not saying that. I'm an old hippie, been taking since the 90s. Most important thing is to be somewhere you feel safe the first time you try. Exit 101. Ah, rookie mistake. LMAO. Miss Pat says, was that a poor choice, Jen? Yes. Yes, it was. It was a very poor choice. Very poor choice. Drugs are bad. Okay, Warspite says. P-Love says, wow, and are you done for good? Kind of, for the most part, yeah. That experience was something else. I mean, I'm not so I will say that since then, I have done it again, and it's been like 2.5 milligrams. But oh, more story time. I've got more story time. So I host Airbnbs, and I met up with one gal. I happened to meet up with one gal who I was hosting in one of my Airbnbs, and she was a nurse. So let's just start out by saying she should have known better. She should have known better. And she she did 100 milligrams and was a first timer. She was in Colorado because she heard it was legal for recreational use. Now we had that when it first came out here for recreational use. We got a lot of taxes. They collected so much taxes on it, which they actually collected so much revenue because we were one of the first states in the U.S. to legalize it for recreational use. That the government had put a limit. Our local government had put a limit on the amount of tax revenue that it could receive, and it actually ended up giving money back to Coloradans. But she was here for one of the first few years that, we were one of the first few states. Of course, now it's like, a lot of other places in the U.S. For recreational use. But yeah, she did 100. And her friend was talking to me, and she's like, I don't know what to do. Should I call 911? Should I take her to the hospital? And I was like, she was throwing up. She was wanting to die. I'm sure she was also bargaining with her maker. She's a nurse, you guys. She was a nurse. Now, I had an excuse. I've never used this stuff, but I mean, I had smoked it a couple of times when I was way younger, but my gosh, we are cleaning out our closet tonight. We're going to clean this all out so that we can go into 2025 with a clean slate. That's what we're doing here. But like I didn't know what to do, and I was trusting the guy behind the counter. But man, she should have known better as a nurse. And her friend was just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should. So anyways, they did end up calling 911, and the doctors were just like, there's nothing we're going to be able to do for her. Like we'll give her a liquid hydration, like, some IVs, but unfortunately there's really nothing we can do for her except for make her more comfortable. So she had to write it out. Yeah, 911 is what is that where you guys are? 999, right? I think I listen to enough international true crime stories that I know it's 999. Right, Mike? Orion Kelly, what's up, dude? Orion says, well, this seems professional and popular. I don't know what to say. Yeah, I don't either. We're just cleaning the slate so that we can get into 2025 as like little angels. So anyways, okay. Cheers, everybody in the chat. If you guys are drinking some tea, some water, no judgment. Don't judge me if we're gonna drink together on live. This is gonna get demonetized, and that's fine. I'm here for it. Shape of Soup said, "Wee." I mean, it's pretty weak. It's it's a regular beer. It's 4.6% alcohol. But I'm not gonna lie, I still kind of use that as a crutch to people. No, it's just mom's juice. Stan said, "Wish our emergency services a happy new year." Yes, that is why I'm so happy to stay home tonight. The past 3 New Years, I think, I haven't had a drop to drink, and then I've woken up the next morning laughing at all the other people that were, probably hungover and pissed off, and, but I guess I'm doing things differently this year because the holidays are getting to me this year, you guys. I've been struggling. This year has been hard on me, um, and I don't know why. Masiek, yo, everyone, happy new year. I'll be listening later on though, so take care. Thank you for hopping in. Peopling is easier with alcohol, but also tea is yummier. 100%. So much yummier. But I have taken it down since I've realized what my diagnosis was, and there are and it is a little bit easier now, just kind of giving myself that grace and knowing what's up. But anyways, how did everybody's Christmas go? Okay, you guys are gonna kill me. I have this game, Questions for Humans. My husband got it for us to have some conversation topics, and I thought it was pretty cool. Happy homestead. It's 5:20 here, sticking to the being California sober. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, Jay Nelson said, Happy New Year. Stan said, I still have a fever. So anyways, I've got some more prompts for us, just because I had a crap ton of fun the last live stream I did, and now I'm just realizing I said last live stream was going to be the last live stream for 2024, and here I am. Am I going to have to go into 2025 to make that okay? I'm sorry. I don't know, but I apologize. I guess I decided to do one more. All right, fam, let's get to know each other. We're going to have some discussion questions because I like the social prompts. That's why I look, DJ Black says, your hair looks divine. That's because I'm in a new room and I've actually got a ring light. So I look like a Vidal Sassoon, is it right? Commercial, or Herbal Essences. Oh no, those commercials were so naughty. We could not get away with those commercials today. Or do they still run them? Does anybody remember the Vidal Sassoon commercials? They were like so naughty in the shower, making naughty noises. Mark says, drinking my beer and need it to people, so I try not to people, but I like to celebrate with me and my dog. All right. Don't give your dog a beer though, okay? That's animal abuse. Okay, so all right, fam, let's get to know each other. We're gonna ask questions for humans. What was something you loved to do as a kid that few, if any, people know about? Putting myself on the spot too. I remember one time getting very excited about my school supplies that I purchased and going out into the backyard and lining them up and sitting there and staring at them like a psycho. So that's something that few people know about, and now everybody knows about. Oh. Leela says costume stuff and dancing. DJ Black says, I used to love talking to fairies. I did too. Oh my gosh. I legitimately did. That's a real story. Imagination. Honestly, sorry. My sitting in the backyard with my school supplies and lining them up and sitting there staring at them instead of playing with other children, that should have been the sign, you know? But here we are. Happy Homestead said, I still do that. Mark says Scholastic Book Club. Oh my gosh, I remember that. The excitement that you had bringing that catalog home to your parents. Mark, are you in the US? Is that only just a US thing? Because that's bringing back some memories for me. Oh, Leela says you look like a fairy. I'm gonna take that to the bank. Thank you, Leela. Appreciate that. I actually have some lights back here. I didn't want to buy the expensive ones from YouTube because it's so easy to get into the financial hole, and those are really, really expensive. But we had these lights for growing things. What are they called? The micro herbs. Damn it. We weren't growing anything illegal. So I put those behind here and I was like, that's kind of cool. But then it's like midnight here at 5:30, so I had to turn those off. Miss Pat, I went sledding in a cemetery regularly as a teen. It bordered my backyard and had great sledding hills. That's how I got chickenpox from the neighbor kid. That's a fun memory. I did that on my bed every year with my school supplies. Then I would organize my binder and backpack. All right, so yep, that was a good memory. Minkwell says, I like making fish out of the inside of toilet rolls. What? I liked making fish out of the inside of toilet rolls. I would have to see this. Minkwells, email me, please. How's this done? Harmony says, I actually caught your live. Yes. Is it, are you staying up late, Harmony? Barry said, wait, the fairies aren't real. Oh, crap. We just, you guys help me recover from this. Yes, the fairies are real. Have you ever seen fairy traps in the forest? I see those on TikTok all the time. Leela wants to know if I've ever dressed up as Tinkerbell. No, but that'd be a fun costume. When I was a kid, oh, Jeremiah. I don't know if I should read this one, but I'm going to. When I was a kid, I skinned a mouse and kept the hide. Jeremiah, are you a serial killer today? Did you kill it ethically? We have mice in our backyard right now, and I think it's attracting hawks. But let me show you guys how cute this mofo is. And then we put some ethical traps out there because there's no way in heck I'm going to kill this adorable little thing. You guys give me a moment. All right. Oh, you guys wait for it. That is a mouse in my backyard. Do you see that? Do you see? Look at his eyes. There's no way we're killing this little guy, right? So my husband, bless his heart, put a humane trap out there. We have caught zero. Those guys are too smart. They're cute and smart. Oh my gosh, I've missed so many responses. All right, you guys, I'm reading these responses. So if you are sharing crazy things here, it's going to get read. Mark says, wearing my Paddington Bear teddies, red Wellingtons. Playing dinosaurs with the buildings and clothes made for Barbies and My Little Ponies. Cock Up Craft says, yeah, so that was me too. I made a lot of clothes for my dolls and Barbies and stuff. All right, Mark, yes, I'm from Texas. So that explains the scholastic thing. Donnell says, I adored Scholastic Book Club. Best thing in life. Yep. Happy Homestead says you could paint fairy wings in the wall behind you. Okay, you guys are giving me some new ideas. So I'm trying to get a permanent studio space. So maybe that'll happen here, and maybe I'll paint some wings on the wall. Oh, microgreens. Thank you. Jay saved me. He tried to save me, and I was too late with it. Microgreens. That's what we were using the lights for. Oh my gosh, I've missed so many. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I missed so many of your responses about some of your favorite childhood memories. Are we ready to move on, though? Shape of soup. You've ruined everything. Have you seen some of my dramatic acting shape of soup? Okay, I'm going to remove this New Year map from the visual for now. Oh wait, oh no, you guys. Wait, what? Iceland is in the new year. Who's next? Greenland. All right. Shout out if you're from Greenland. All right, we're gonna remove this from the stage. All right, we're back. Oh. So my husband and I painted this bee together, and then I decided I didn't like the colors, and so I tried to replicate the other painting that I'm always in front of. And my husband hated it. I can't blame him. He said bees shouldn't be like in brown, but I like it. But anyway, so this is him and I did that together. The rest, I decided it needed a little bit more pizzazz. Greenland has a population of 27, so that might be unlikely. You know what? I've got 25 subscribers from Greenland. Exit 101. I love that fact, though. DJ Black says that would make a cool tattoo. What tattoo? All right. Okay, so this is a ridiculous question. I mean, this would be a good one for normies, but for us, it's a pretty simple answer. Do I act differently around different people or in different places? So I feel like for most of us, that's going to be we all act differently around different people because we mask and we assume accents and we assume personality types because we mimic and we camouflage so much. So I feel like we all do that. Yeah, masking. That was a horrible get to know you question. I know you all do that. I'll do that already. Orion's messing with me again. My mic is working, isn't it? Barry says, I forget that's not a requirement of existence. Of course, I mask, question mark. Shape of Soup said, Chen's a professional Orion. Yeah, I'm a professional Orion. Orion just likes to mess with me. That's all he does. That's why Orion wakes up in the morning, honestly, is to mess with me. But you know what? He's been in 2025 for a while now. Like, Mike's over there still trying to get used to it. Orion's over there like, I've been in 2025 for like a day. Where are you at? All right. So this game was developed by PhD psychologist, Dr. John Deloney, who is kind of a uh, he's associated with Dave Ramsey, and so they lean a little bit more like, religious and Christian, but he is still like a pretty awesome psychologist. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of him, but this is the game that he put together. Dr. John Deloney, Questions for Humans. If you guys wanted to check that out. Again, not sponsored, but I think it is for couples, but some of these I think are great icebreakers for people in general. What's one story from your past you'd rather forget? So I feel like I shared a few of mine in my embarrassing autistic stories video where I outed a friend's surprise retirement party on accident because nobody told me it was a surprise retirement party. But also there was one time where I had a complete out of body experience and like threw a drink at someone. This is something nobody knows. And that was like 16 years ago or so. And that was a point that like, I don't even know what happened or why I did it. And that would probably be a moment that I wish I could forget because that was weird. Orion said once Jen starts playing games, I'm out. No, stay. Please. Orion, please share Powerball numbers. It's lunchtime in 2025. So Scott said, I have a different persona for every occasion. Harmony said, what? We have Orion in the house too. I came at a great time. Yeah, because he's all up in 2025. So maybe Orion needs to stand on his head, the whole upside down thing. How's the future, Orion? Orion, tell us about the future. How's the future looking? Oh, yeah. That's why. That's why Shape of Soup was asking Orion to share the winning Powerball numbers. All right, Orion. Orion. I'll ask you in person. What are the winning Powerball numbers? All right, let's see what your guys' embarrassing stories were that you wish you could forget. Most of the stories. Damien Clark said most of the stories. Mark says, I have too many that it pushes the good memories out. Yeah, it's like that meme where it's like good memory and it's like a piece of paper, and then a bad memory is like chiseled in stone. I feel like a lot of us kind of gravitate towards that a little bit. Many bad drinking times. No mas, no more. Good. Good for you. Exit 101 says, surprise, you're retired. Sounds ominous. Yeah, Exit 101, if you haven't seen my video, everyone just knew that it was my friend's surprise retirement party, but nobody told me it was a surprise. And, I'm pretty good at picking up on social cues, but I wasn't on that day. Shiny Nickel said, Orion is the future. Orion, you're not supposed to be talking about my mic technique. You're supposed to be telling me the winning Powerball numbers. DJ Black says, I regret nothing. That's actually what I try to do. Might take a little bit of dissociation, but Harry says, might need to tweak the level a bit lower. I could do that. That's one level lower. Does that sound okay to you guys? See, I can't hear it in my ear. Barry said, saying, "Well, my cat's still alive, so my day is going pretty great." To a friend that followed up with, "My cat just passed away. I'll just be over here." Oh, no. But did you know? That's only okay if you yeah, even if you didn't know, that would be tough. Uh, Miss Pat says, "Oh, the time I told my brother to make himself scarce when I was 14 and he was 9 and I made him cry. Total big sissy L." Oh, Miss Pat. Is that seriously like the memory that you wish you could make go away? Because you're doing pretty good if that's the case. Ryan said, "This is the last live stream I'm attending or doing for maybe forever." Is that like, "I'm so bad I turned you gay"? Is that what this is? You're straight. I just turned you gay. That's how bad I am. Uh, my memories are garbage. Barely remember anything more than a month ago. Yeah, mine too. Winning Powerball is 16. It's not enough numbers, Orion. I think there are at least 5 numbers. All right. I'm heading back to my New Year's map. All right, we're still just we're oh gosh, it's gonna take forever. We've got 1 hour and 16 minutes until it is 2025 in Brazil. All right, people from Brazil in my chat. Happy New Year almost. Australian rules Powerball, much easier to win. Do they even Orion, if we come to Australia, you better do another live stream. Yeah, so I've been looking up prices and we've been talking about, the places we will go. And Australia is up there. I feel like it'd be way more hilarious to see Orion in America because he just gets so crass and angry about everything we do over here. And I'm much kinder and more understanding. And Ryan said New Year's Eve is so yesterday. I'm so much more amenable, and I wouldn't be as mean to Orion's culture as he would be to ours, or as he has been to ours. The things he's said about America, guys, I don't want to like turn you off of his channel or anything, but this guy, he's said some things about America. He's made fun of us a little bit. But I do think it would be funnier to watch do a Orion in America video as opposed to a Jennifer in Australia video. Mine would probably just be me trying to slowly process mathematical conversions, the empirical system, and eventually the cameraman would be like, "I'm out." Orion's accusing me of not having culture. We have culture here. Hollywood? Like, I mean, that's, not a good indicator of what we're actually like, but Grateful Dead is a culture. Oh, here's a good one. All right, Ryan, don't leave. We're just getting to know each other, okay? Just stick around. Let's figure this out, okay? I want Ryan to answer this one. What's your vibe? Street tacos, Chili's, 5-star restaurant, or drinks at a punk rock club? What is it? Punk rock club? That is not a thing. I'm going to say street tacos for me, although I really like Chili's. That is a chain restaurant here in America. I don't know if that's anywhere in the UK or Australia. That's based on Shakespeare. What was based on Shakespeare? What your vibe is? Were there street tacos in Shakespeare's day? Is that? I don't think so. Soon said all of the above. There are some great street tacos at the taco trucks here. Helen said, none of those here. I'll settle for a hot curry at home. That's good. Noodle shop with 4 seats. Oh, Orion, Hollywood. Poetry theater. Street food is the best. Yes, I agree. 100%. The very first card we drew that we've already answered was what was your favorite age and what was your least favorite age and why? So it's interesting because I was realizing today that like I have lived most of my life undiagnosed. And it's so different now that I've been diagnosed. It's like a whole different lifetime, a whole different life. But I would have to say that my favorite age was probably around 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe when I was still using my imagination and playing games and kind of unaware of the world. Or around my 40s when I finally grew up. Because before then, I was so far behind my peers and so far like left out, and everything was yucky in my 20s and 30s. Oh my gosh, it was so yucky in my 20s and 30s. They say that your prefrontal cortex is finally developed by age 25, and I don't know. I feel like mine was like 30. Barry, I wonder if the burrito shop is still open. Oh no, now all these people that have been drinking are getting the munchies or smoking or eating edibles. Look, we've come full circle. But my least favorite age was probably when I was in high school because I was so made fun of and didn't fit in at all. Shiny Nickel said, you're in your 40s. I'm 44 today. Again, happy birthday. Wait, were you the same person that said it was your birthday earlier? Or was that somebody else? Oh my gosh, ADHD brain. Now I feel like I want to research that, go back in time. But yes, I'm 82 years old. Okay. Oh, stop jumping, stream. Happy Homestead says, I feel like I wasn't a grown-up until 35. That is literally the figure I have in my mind. Happy Homestead was 35, 100%. Homestead Gamer said, same here, I'm 41 and only now getting diagnosed. Not getting help I clearly needed made my entire life an obstacle. I can't remember a favorite age. DJ Black says, now that's pretty good for me. I have improved as a person over time. The world, though, appears to be in a dramatic general decline. I agree with that, DJ. I feel that to my bones. I'm doing a lot better now in most regards. 40s Club. Woo, woo. All right. I'm here for it. Donnell said, I love third grade. I had a great teacher, nice friends, and the Beatles came to America. Okay, so it was Shiny Nickel that said it was their birthday earlier. Barry says, I think your culture is whatever thing you grew up with that you're bored with until you move away and miss it. Yeah. They say the human brain takes 40 years to fully mature, whatever that means. Okay, well, maybe that's why I'm finally feeling like an adult, kind of. Stan said, babes, hardly lived yet. I mean, 42 years. Mark said, Jen, my 20s and 30s was a nightmare, but I found myself more in my 40s. I'm 44 too. 13 was awful. Yes, 13 was awful. Wow, so many late diagnosed peeps up in here. Donnell, or excuse me, Happy Homestead, 48, found out I'm ADHD at 45. Yeah. And Helen agrees. Hated school. So all those ages I hated. 17, met hubby, and I had left school. Life was and still is good since then. All right, if I could read. 41 here too. All right. Lots of us old people yelling at kids to get off our lawn. Soon says 18 to 20 was the best time away from home for the first time. Everything was scary and overwhelming, but we were young and not expected to have anything figured out yet. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 13 was awful. More people like, yay, 40s club. Woo, woo. All right. Let's add our tracker back to stage. Where are we at? Oh, just a little over an hour for Brazil still. All right, where are we for Denver? 5 hours. 5 hours away. I'm not streaming for 5 hours in case anybody's concerned. Shape of Soup said, no kids on my lawn usually. Some squirrels, a couple cats, stupid fire ants. Those are the usual suspects. Unless you're in my backyard, and then there are adorable little mice. It is interesting to see how many people were later diagnosed. Feels good to not be alone. But I will say this holiday season was kind of tough, and I just felt really, really dysregulated for some reason. Oh my goodness, we've been going for almost an hour. Okay, so Mike suggested that we can do breaks. Should we do a 3-minute break or something? We're going to do a break. Welcome back. I can't believe there's still 55 of you here that sat through the break. You guys are real ones. Okay, let's get back to the comments. DJ Black says, if one were to hypothetically refresh the page, one might see 53 likes. Exit 101, not sleeping much, still buzzing. And DJ Black says, to y'all, holding out. Stan says, it's a tough awakening once you do get a diagnosis. So many strong and conflicting emotions. Yes, so many strong conflicting emotions. I was just telling a very near and dear friend today that it feels like I fixed some issues by realizing that I'm not a bad neurotypical person. But then with the way the DSM-5 and the medical community pathologizes everything, I feel like I kind of adopted a whole new set of issues. Because I don't want to think of myself as a I mean, this is really hard. You don't want to I don't want to say disabled. I don't want to think of myself as a disabled person in a lot of respects. Like, yes, there are certain accommodations that I need and certain understandings that I need. I'm trying to tread very, very carefully because I know that this is such a sensitive topic for so many. But I can only speak my truth, and my truth is that I don't want to feel disabled. I don't want to feel like I have all these deficits. I just know I'm different and I have an explanation, but that's not the way the medical community recognizes us. Exit 101 says it's super tricky. Yeah. Stan Byford says, no, you're very special. Are you talking about me? Because I'm special. I'm special, all right. What is this? Oh, okay. Stan, you sent a super sticker. Thank you. You know what? In this new silly streaming service, it doesn't show me those in the chat. I have to click over to another tab. So I apologize for not recognizing that earlier, Stan. Thank you so much for that. I'll keep an eye out for that. Much appreciated. I appreciate it. Damien says, spent a year on the medical go round. Oh no, that's not fun. Special. Everyone is special. Wait, what is that song? I know. So I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue. So it was funny a little bit ago when I was talking about, new studio spaces with my husband. He was like, well, you could do one down here. And I said, no, I can't do one where the people are. And he was like, you totally need to do a parody of the Little Mermaid song. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. Don't want to be where the people are. No, good times. All right, guys, I'm just messing with my settings real quick because I feel like standard definition. Oh, that's why this is so low. High definition. That's what it should have been this whole time. Damn it. Stupid, stupid. Can you see me now? Leela said, so good. Stay in the ocean and far from Ursula. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe she could take my voice because I talk a lot. Get on some people's nerves. Yeah. I've got lips. And I see a slightly bruised knee. Oh no, is it that much definition now? Are you guys gonna start like criticizing the hair that I missed when I was shaving? Hmm. I am always bruising myself, and I don't know how it happened, but Donnell says I have a refrigerator magnet that says I want to be where the people aren't with a goofy looking mermaid. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, Barry says, my not 4K TV can't tell much of a difference. Oh, that's good. All right. So you're not going to talk about my bruised hairy knees? Jay says, ew, no, I love your voice. Don't trade with Ursula. Well, she didn't trade with Ursula. She just gave it up for a stupid man. Hope it was worth it, Ariel. It was in the end. Ursula tricked her. But that was one of my absolute favorite movies growing up, just because I mentioned this in my video that I talked about my signs that I like, unknown signs from childhood was The Little Mermaid always felt like so close to my heart because I remembered wanting to be a mermaid when I was a little girl because I just wanted to like get away from all the people because I didn't feel like I related with him. And I would literally blow on the dandelions outside the dandelion seeds, you know, that you blow on those things and you can make a wish. And I would always wish that I could turn into a mermaid and go off into the ocean because I was like, this ain't for me, dude. I knew it from like the youngest age when I still had an imagination that I could feel that I felt so different that I mean, now that I'm 42, that's kind of ridiculous, I guess, but back then, man, that was the vibe. DJ says in the original version, the mermaid dies in the end. Oh, okay. So Disney made it happier for us. Kind of like Grimm's fairy tales. Like a lot of the Grimm's fairy tales were very grim. Go figure. Miss Pat says, I apparently was still hand flapping at 9. No one figured anything out. So it sucks because when I was growing up, yeah, I've watched a few of oh my gosh, what is her name? Meg, I'm autistic now what? And she has so many cute little clips of herself growing up, and I'm a little bit older than her, and I didn't have all these cool clips of myself on videotape growing up. Now, what are our kids going to think? Like they're all going to be on video. But I had a few super old VHS tapes of me. And in the few that I do have, there was some stimming going on because my parents were not rich enough to own a camera. My uncle was. My uncle, he had a VHS camera. That was all the hype back then, I'm telling you. You really had made it in the world if you had a VHS recording camera. We were not that rich. So I didn't have a whole lot of clips of me growing up, except for instances when I was around my uncle and he had that tape. But he recorded my high school graduation, and I was stimming so hard in that one. And that was at least 13 years before I was diagnosed with ADHD, and probably, good 20 years before I was diagnosed with autism. Laura Havox says, my parents would tell off teachers and family members who complained about my stimming. Good. You know what? I feel like the way our parents treat us, protect us, inspire us can make all the difference. Totally makes a difference. My parents weren't perfect, but I remember my middle school teacher telling my teacher, my mom, that like she's a different breed. Because my mom was kind of talking about me getting bullied, and he was like, I don't know what to say. She's unlike anything I've ever seen before. She's a different breed. And I remember my mom going home and like telling everybody that, like all of her friends on the phone. That's what she did. She'd sit on the phone and she would tell all of her friends, like, I don't know, her teacher said she's a different breed. And I think about that today and I'm like, what did they mean by that? I don't even know. What did he mean by that? But I was a different breed. Still am, as are the rest of us. You guys, I've gone over an hour. Leela says different breed of human, aka alien. Alien. That is how it feels. That's definitely how it feels. Barry says, I had a week-long work trip at the start of the month and took my Infin Cubes. Best choice ever. Infin Cubes. Oh, let's look this up. I feel like this is some kind of awesome fidget toy. Was your work trip for Infin Cubes? Infinity Cubes? Oh. All right. Now let's see if I can share this screen. Since I paid like $45 for this streaming service. Let's add a new one. Add item. Oh, no. Cancel. Please hold while your party is being reached. Okay, maybe if I stop that one. Add this one. We're going to get there, guys. Bear with me. Here we go. Is it this? All that trouble to show you this picture. Add to stage. Is it this? Is that what it is? Is that what the Infinity Cube is? Oh, metallic textures. No, this one's plasticky. Oh, is that it? My son has some of these. Autistic Tech says, what bear, Jen? Is this a riddle? I don't know. What bear? Okay, they came in middle too. Ono Roller reached out to me to do a promo for them, and they asked me to just like give an honest review of their product. All I would get is their product. And I considered it, but I never got back to them. Have any of you guys used it? Oh, no, you said bear with me. Oh. Autistic Tech. Bipolar Bear. If you guys were here from my last stream. Uno Roller fidget toy. Yeah. They look kind of interesting, but it's these things here, and they are super quiet. They're supposed to be super, super quiet. So it's like if you want to stim more, oh, sorry. Let me add it back to stage. I'll get this, guys, eventually. All right. So yeah, that looks interesting. But it's these things here. And they are supposed to be like super quiet in your hand. And so if you wanted to stim more discreetly, you can just do it that way. Oh, that's why it's not showing on the screen, because it opened up in a new tab. These things here. Yeah. Anyways, I know Mom on the Spectrum did a review of them, and yeah, they are pretty costly. They offered to send me one for free, but yeah, Yeah, so Barry said, I've had that in my cart before, mainly because it's quiet. Stan says they are very smooth, but I prefer something that clicks. Yeah, so we are very personal with our fidget toys because it does matter. Like some of us like, for them to make a noise. Some of us like for them to be quiet. Like it is such an interesting personal thing. DJ Black says that they saw a video and they understand the cubes now. Jay, are you still listening to this? Could you bring me the infinity cube? Not to put you on the spot or anything, but we do have one here in this household. Madame Menordica says, I'm very picky about metallic things. I don't like the way they feel when they rub together. It gives me the creeps. Yeah, and I feel like they could get cold, and I'm already like easily cold. Shape of Soup said, bring forth the cube. All right, where's the pew 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 button on this thing? We don't have that. Socially confused. Evening. Good evening. I hear them downstairs. Jay's yelling at Ethan to get the cube. I think the cube is coming, guys. It's going to be here. Shape of Soup is always winning at comments. Shape of Soup is hilarious all the time, 100% of the time. Brother Knight says, I don't get why we're such a magnet for narcs otherwise. So we are, I'm lucky that I didn't get a narcissist, but that happens to a lot of us, either narcissists or codependents. Narcissists, because we can easily be taken advantage of, and narcissists need that stream of fuel for people that they can use to make themselves feel better. And codependents, because a lot of times they want to finish their unfinished childhood business of like, and they want to like take care of somebody. And as neurodivergents, sometimes we can seem more naive, even though that is not always the case. Oh, Ethan, you just rolled it in here. Come here, show them your blankie.
No.
Come, yeah, okay, I won't show you on screen. Come here, just let me show them your the fabric of your blanket. Okay. We've got mushrooms. Okay, there you go. Thank you, sir.
Ella, come on. Come on.
You got to go, Ella. Are you hanging out with me now? It's okay. I'll close the door. You got it? Okay. So we aren't naive in all planes, but there are some areas where we struggle with social communication and everything else, but we can see more. There's a reason why some people infantilize us after they find out that we're autistic. And so it can be easier for people to think that, or see someone that they need to take care of, which isn't always bad. So I see us attracting those two personalities a lot of times. Okay, here's the infinity cube. I need to get Ethan up here to open it. Thanos, where are you? Okay. So it does. Look at that spacecraft. It is magnetic. I can never really, it takes me a minute to figure out how, I don't know what this is. This is a good show and tell right here. If I was more magician-like, I'd be like, oh, what is this? I don't know. I don't know what this is. Tim, hey, Tim, I saw that you asked in my last live stream to give like half an hour heads up. I tried to give a little bit of a heads up this time just because you asked for that. So I just want you to know I listen. I listen to the people. I listen to my people. Madam says Transformers more than meets the eye. Well, she said that. I sang it. On the back of my car, I have a Decepticon symbol. And that was what I made my pumpkin one year for Halloween. It's a bee. It is kind of like a bee. It is legit a bee. Yeah. Jen accidentally opens a portal. Well, if you guys see me disappear, or what you could do is you could pause your video right here, fast forward a few seconds, and it'll be like, oh, she's in the future. I'll leave that to Orion and Mike and everybody else in the future over there. Are we still oh my. Okay, you guys. Part of Brazil is in the new year now, but only part of it because Brazil is pretty gosh darn large. And some of Greenland, you know, hasn't hit anywhere in America yet. So we're all still in the past over here. Be yourself. Yes. Oh, Bumblebee. Canobites inbound in 3, 2. Oh no, is that cannabis? Is that like edibles? Is that a term we use for edibles? I'm just trying to use context here to figure it out. Oh, Cenobites. Okay. Those are cannabinoids. I didn't know. Ooh, this has been fun. All right, let's pull one more card because I am not streaming with you guys until 2025 over here. Oh, this is a good one. All right, one more, guys. What in life have you mastered that you're super proud of? And go. Barry says Canobites would be a great spoof. Somebody draw a picture of what a Canobite would look like. I seriously thought we were talking street slang there. I was like, that sounds interesting. I really thought that that was what we were calling like cannabis bites, like cannabis edibles. I really was trying to figure that context out. I thought I had it. Lo and behold, it was a misspelling. All right. DJ Black says music. With a name like DJ Black, I would assume that's correct. Autistic says IT. I feel like that's a realm that I really would have done well in. That or finance. Had I known. If only I would have known. Shape of soup. I can bite off my nails so efficiently, I don't even realize I'm doing it before it's done. Wait. Yeah. Uh, that's fine. We can still consider that a thing you've mastered in your life that you're super proud of. No judgment here. I'm proud of my piano improv skills. All right. Alif Muhammad says, I am proud of my piano improv skills. Here, here. I can play almost all instruments by ear. That was how I got through violin classes. Brother Knight, you'll never see me coming and you'll never know what hit you, narcs. I'm not a narc. I would never. Miss Pat says, I have mastered driving, contrary to popular belief. Expert drivers slow down and leave lots of following distance because crashing is bad. Yep, stay out of other people's accidents, we always say. People still talking about cannabites. I've had Snoop cereals. They were good. Snoop cereals. Oh my gosh. You guys, quit dragging me down these rabbit holes. We're adding this back to stage. And we're looking up Snoop cereal. Oh, it's not Snoop Dogg. What is this? What is these animals? What is this shape of soup? I don't know how I feel about that. That's weird. Barry says there's a 100% chance that exists in a head shop somewhere. I agree. And if not, then if there's anybody in here that has a cannabis shop, it's on you, man. You heard it here first. Comrade says endurance cycling without training. Good on you. Happy Homestead says graphic design and artist, although I assume you do some homesteading as well based on your name. Stan says you can still do it. Donnell says chocolate chip pancakes. Do you guys see that TikTok with the parrot that's like bacon pancakes? Tell me I'm not alone. Autistic Tech, I was lucky enough to have access to computers from kindergarten onward. Oh, well, you see, you were younger than me. I remember when the internet came out. DJ Black says, I saw THC-infused cheese slices at the dispensary. Brother Knight says, I think I'm talented at marksmanship because ADHD can hyperfocus. Yeah. I mean, autism can too, but I feel like when you've got the two combined, like, you know, Captain Planet, man, it makes a real deep hyperfocus when you want to. Oh, Autistic Jenny, hi. She says, I'm loving the banjolele. Did I say that right? Banjolele? What is a banjolele? Add to stage. Banjolele. Oh, so is it not? Oh, so it's just a banjo. So we shorten it. Is that what it is? We just shorten that. Are you just now learning that, Jenny? Donnell, I raised 6 children on chocolate chip pancakes. The skill is fading, however. You got to practice. Make all of us some for the next live stream. Shape of Soup says, okay, for real. Wait a minute. Hold on, everybody. Shape of Soup is about to be like real and say something serious. I'm going to recalibrate for this. Okay, for real. I'm actually proud of my poetry writing. Many improvement, much success. Artsy fartsy. All right, I like it. Russell designed and handmade RFID scanners that are used in airports around the world. Fascinating. Wow, Russell, that's incredible. All of these are awesome. Barry, I won multiple motorcycle endurance championships. I'm pretty proud of that, even at a local club level. Nice. Leela says, my work and dance skills, I suppose. I suppose. Why are you following that up with a qualifier, Leela? Just stop at my work and dance skills. Period. Remove the I suppose. Shiny Nickel, who is their birthday today. My dad got me a chunky knitting supplies for Christmas, so I learned to knit, and now I'm knitting basket weave and heart cables. I don't know what heart cables are, but that sounds fun. Faye, hello, I'm late. Hi, Faye. Better late than ever. Barry, what is these? You guys have seen that with Snoop Dogg, right? What is these animals? Laura Havoc says, I can't think of anything I've mastered, but pretty good at theory crafting in Eve online. Not a useful life skill, but we'll take what I can get. Is Snoop Dogg in the lower right of the thumbnail? No, no. What is these animals? It's what is it that Snoop Dogg was commenting on? What kind of animals? Stan is saying, ask her, it's a treat to listen to. Oh, what should I be listening to? Are we talking about me? You talking about me? Shape of Soup. I always died, though, from dysentery. I already know what you're talking about. We're talking about Oregon Trail. Oh. It's my timer to put my son to bed. But it's not a school night. And it's New Year's Eve. So we're going to stay up until at least 8. You know, I'm 40 and all. Orion's back. Orion, have you been here the whole time, or did you just pop back in? All right, Orion's here. Let's get back to playing the game. Coriel says, don't forget to like this live stream. I have a feeling Orion downvoted the live stream. Uh-oh, Orion's here. Yeah. So I'll take a moment to take that in, that Orion's here. How's your lunch, Orion? Future Orion. At least he works well as a boomerang. Yeah, he was out and then he came back in, hop back in. All right, you guys, if I were to do an autism world tour, sorry, back hurts from sitting. Funny. If I were to do an autism world tour, we've got, well, I mean, originally was Claire, but she's kind of wound down her channel, but she's still a friend of ours that we love and adore. And then there's Texas, is Mom on the Spectrum. Although I've already met her, she is the only one I've met. In the UK, I could perceivably meet up with, I don't know if that's a word, I think I might have just made it up, Mike, Quinn, Thomas. In Australia, I could go meet Boomerang Guy. Like, what would you guys want to see if I did pull off this autism world tour? Stan says, London or Scotland, if I can get the Tink project together. Well, if I came to the UK, Brother Knight says, my ancestors paved the Oregon Trail with their blood. Faye says, me, I'm in the UK. I feel like most of you are in the UK. Jem Williams, I logged in on my laptop so I could plug Autistic Jenny playing Wildwood Flower on banjo, on the banjo. Oh, really? I want to see this. Okay, now that I have the power to stream things, because I paid $45 for this streaming service. Alif says, anyone in the Midwest? I'm near Chicago. Orion said, no chance, Jen. I'm busy that day. Okay. So Australia is my first stop. Number one. You can't mess with PDA, man. Shape of suit, the power is yours. Brother Knight says Midwestern for 20 years. Eras tour. I know some of you are Swifties out there. That's fine. We can still be friends. Give me a second. I am, before I share this screen, youtube.com, autistic Jenny. Jenny, where is this on your channel? Of you playing the banjo, Lily. Sorry, you guys are just seeing me. Let me add to stage so we can look at Autistic Jenny's channel. We like vocal fry, don't we? Videos. AI shows me images of autism. That sounds amazing. Most of these I've seen. Jenny, where's this video? Oh, it's several videos back. Do I need to keep going? I found it. I just needed to go down one more. Okay, you guys, I don't know if it's going to share the sound. Please, Jenny, first, well, why am I asking if it's okay? It's on YouTube, so if you weren't okay sharing it. I don't think it's going to share the sound. I apologize if... Oh, is it sharing the sound? Sharing the sound? Cool.
Thanks for watching.
Cool. It sucks because I can't hear it. I'm going to rewatch this later. Oh, I love it. All right, now we're going to listen to some Black Alice. What is that? Good times. All right. Yay, Jenny. I'm going to watch that later on after I leave this. But all right. Okay. Are we ready to say goodbye? I know goodbyes are hard, but I feel like it's about that time. Yeah, I am. Although I was the bigger box, Orion saying now I'm the reaction video creator, but I was the bigger box. Jenny was a smaller box. So actually, Jenny was reacting to me. She just didn't know it yet. All right, everybody say goodbye to each other. It was so good to get to know all of you guys a little bit more and to answer some fun questions with you guys. And I look forward to chatting with you guys in 2025. Brother Knight says, I just don't say goodbye. I just leave. Is that what I should do? Ryan, you're the first stop on my Autism World Tour now, just because you said you were going to be busy. You screwed yourself. All right. Bye, everybody. Mwah. I love you all so much. Happy New Year. See you in 2025.